Hello guys, my name is Fox and got part 37 of our Abyssinia campaign in Crusader Kings 2. Let's continue. So, in the previous episode, we won our first war against Fatimids, and it was surprisingly, well, it went surprisingly smooth, so that's great. That means that we're gonna be able to win future wars with Fatimids even easier, because we took a pretty huge chunk of land from them. The Duchy of Sana is probably like one of the bigger ones they have, so what we need to do right now is do some vassal management. And I actually been thinking about what I should do with these places, and I might like keep one of these provinces for myself, like Thais or Aden, because it's on the way of the Silk Road, and by having a trade post in there I might actually get some more income and like give away maybe Asap, because Asap it's not the part of any duchies I control, and it's a relatively shitty province, so Aden or Thais might actually be more profitable for me to have. But which one? Which one is better upgraded? Looks like they're relatively upgraded the same, but Thais has level 2 hospital, but Aden has one extra temple in here. I think I'm just gonna be keeping Aden. It's probably not really gonna make much difference. I'm not entirely sure which one could provide more taxation because it's currently ruined. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep Aden for myself, give away Assam, and we'll see if it's gonna get more profitable than having Assam. The Duke of this place would be a little bit upset about me keeping holdings in there. And yeah, by the way, Socotra is also apparently the sure part of Sana, so we're gonna have two holdings in this duchy for ourselves. But who cares? Yeah, let's hope Aden also might provide us with more levies than Assap. And it's also relatively close to everything else, so shouldn't be too much of a problem to keep or to raise our levies and just handle them in general. So we've created all the random people now, so let's go and find some characters like men not imprisoned, any marriage, not a ruler. My religion, not my culture. We're gonna keep giving away land to Ashkenazi people. Yes, adult, and I guess not a great house. Sure, you look fine. I was gonna give you Kathiri. Then, oh, why are you so terrible? 0 in everything except in trick? Okay. We're not gonna receive anything, I guess. You're gonna get Baida. You're gonna get Sana. And someone else gonna receive Thais. Like you, sure. And yes, the duchy itself I'm gonna keep to, or not the duchy, the Aden itself I'm gonna keep to myself. I was gonna create the duchy of Sana. I couldn't keep the duchy, right? Because I already have 2. Yeah, so I would need to give it away. I was gonna find to whom? 21 opinion, 36, 41, 36. I guess you're gonna be the one. Your stats are relatively decent. We're not gonna be including the lower titles because it's gonna include Socotra and Aden. So Kathiri, Sana, and Thais is gonna be your vassals. Seems fine. And Assap I would give away to some random person and then just transfer the vassalage. So you're gonna be the one, I guess, who's gonna receive Assap. Assap. And you're probably gonna stay as my direct vassal. Yeah, so where is the Duke of this place? Duchy of Afar. So you want control, right? Control of the country of Assap. So let's go and transfer the vassalage of Assap to you. And it's also gonna make you a little bit happier. Oh, but now you consider yourself a powerful vassal and want the seat on the council. You're a bastard. Are you any good at anything? You're decent at spy mastery, so might as well go and place you as a spy master. But now we need to place other guy somewhere. Sure, you're also decent at diplomacy. So we won this war. and all, but we still have problems because the faction for increased council power is getting kind of out of control. Might even consider like not standing down our mercenaries, because I have a feeling that this guy's gonna like fire pretty soon, and I couldn't really do much. I think I already bribed pretty much everyone I could have. 54 opinion for 45 gold? Why is it so much? Is it because you're greedy? That might be. That's interesting. Let's go and try to bribe more people and see if it's gonna make much difference. I don't expect it to. Might as well try. Bolts we don't really need anymore. Let's go and keep our army standing for now. And Aiden... Oh, come on, freaking... what's your name is? Fatimids, don't force my armies to suffer attrition by passing through, you idiot. The most respected king murdered due to the affliction spreading through Abyssinia. I have been forced to seclude myself with my court at Tajura. Ah, okay, so he enclosed himself in the court? Yeah, that's fine. What kind of sickness we have in here? Camp fever is kind of spreading relatively quickly. That's not great for us. Someone joins the faction and stuff. And the plot is... yeah, even with 100 opinion, people are still not leaving this faction for whatever reason. I don't know if this council is discontent bullshit makes any difference or not. Your council has been discontented for 14 months and will be until April of 83rd. Okay. What else could we do in here? We could create Duchy of Socotra. It's a teacherable one, so it's not necessary. By the way, we could start a building of the trade post in Aden right away to start getting all the profits. So, what we're gonna be doing with mercenaries, because we're actually losing a lot of money, and levy standing actually pisses people off. It might be reasonable for me to just stand down for now. Okay, sure. But if you're gonna fire like immediately after I stand down my armies, and that's probably what's gonna happen, I would be kind of upset. We also lack in court physician. I was going to send someone or hire someone, and apparently we have a de jure claim on this place. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Anything else important? Vassalavis rest for too long, that's fine. Anyone else I could reasonably bribe in here? We already bribed you. 6 is too low in of opinion. 88 ducats, come on. Guys, why are you being so freaking... why are you costing me so much money? That's not fair. Threat, we could shut down the gates, we're probably not gonna be doing that. And defensive pact against Basilis went away. I don't really care about that. Can invest in the technology. Oh, more military organization sounds like a great idea. Anything else in here? It actually might be reasonable for me to invest a little bit more in trade practices, because this is the thing we're lacking for upgrading this one trade post. So sure, let's go and keep the other points. Let's not spend the other points yet. Who are you? My daughter. You're being educated by myself. It's not right, you need to be educated by some Ashkenazi person. Doesn't really matter which one it's gonna be. And her focus... Guess we're just gonna be focusing you on heritage to continue changing the cultures. And another one. My cousin, who is already turned Ashkenazi. Are you in the line of succession? Yes, you actually are. Okay, that's great. But you're having camp fever, so you might not survive for long. And you actually been rowdy and willful. Perfect traits for becoming a martial guy. Okay. Could I actually... Why are you hating me, by the way? Attempted murder of parent. Oh, really? Have I been really trying to kill this informed guy? I don't remember that. And there is no way for me to use my court physician to treat you. So looks like you would have to just hope for your immune system to protect you. Looks like this faction is not firing, and actually, it's coming down. That is actually perfect. Is my council still discontent? Yes, it is. It's still gonna be for like half a year. Have you already bribed all of you? 96 ducats for 28. God damn it. Why do you have this eunuch on the council at all? And you're actually a powerful vassal and want to be in the council? I couldn't place advisors, right? So this is kind of broken a little bit, because I could place 4 people in here. I couldn't place powerful vassals as court rebels. And I don't have advisors, so one of my vassals is gonna be always upset because I could not have the 5th slot. That's a little bit annoying, to be honest. Okay, anyone else in here? We already bribed you. Do we have any honorary titles? No, only a regent. Definitely not gonna be making any of you regents. Do you want money? You do want some. Might as well go and do and spend it. We already bribed you, and looks like, yeah, we're kind of bribed pretty much everyone in here already. Okay, so I think as long as it's gonna stay below 100%, they're not gonna be firing. Also, someone wants elective succession in Abyssinia. That's also not going to happen. Even though I kind of liked elective succession in the past, but it's a little bit tricky to keep all of your vassals happy, just so they're gonna be voting for the guy you want to win. By the way, have camp fever spread to our capital? Not yet, but it's on the border already. Oh my goodness. The entirety of Sana is already having camp fever. By the way, why are we not producing any babies? We only have 1 daughter. And that's not quite enough, you know? The great King Myrtus, I write to ask you for the permission to give my ward a proper Jewish Ashkenazi upbringing. My half-brother. Sure. That's what we're focusing on. So, after like 3 characters, we're gonna be actually starting to play as Ashkenazi. If this guy... Oh, he actually survived his camp fever, looks like. Okay, and my half-brother also soon about to turn Ashkenazi, so we're on our way. That's great. The country of Ankober has been converted to Jewish faith. Is it the one my Rabbi been working on? No, it's some other one, but yeah, Jewish faith is also slowly spreading, which is quite nice. So, now that our realm is semi-stable, what's the next thing we're gonna be doing? We already attacked Fatimids. Our truce with them gonna be gonna last for 10 extra years. That's actually a lot. And the faction is why are you popping? It's only 80%. It's nothing really major. And yeah, people starting to leave it for whatever reason. That's really great. An architect has been brought. Oh, that's probably because of my focus on rulership. Yeah, I didn't want a castle for 400 ducats because excuse me, because I don't really have the man size for that. And this trade post actually takes a long time to be built. Oh, there we go. My wife is actually pregnant, so I've been heard about not having too many babies. Also, with all this extra military organization, we could build some extra... 2 extra cavalry regiment. That should be pretty nice. Should get us up to 1500 retinue. And then considering... Oh, okay, so Duke of Sana actually died? Yeah, he did. Okay, let's go and find a new one. What you died from, like camp fever or something? I'm not really sure. Let's go and find someone else. Could we actually do what? I'm not really sure. Oh, there's like... Holy shit, there's tons of Ashkenazi starting to spawn in our realm, which is pretty nice. I was gonna give Bida to you. I wonder if I could somehow place like a cleric person in charge and then being able to place him as my court Rebbe, but it's probably not gonna work out as it always doesn't. And you're gonna receive Duchy of Sana without lower counties. And now you're considered as powerful vassal, so is there any chance you could place you as a court Rebbe? There is none, which is quite annoying. Who is this guy? Look at him. Yeah, let's just gonna actually replace our court rebbe with this one. He's celibate, he's a genius, and he has 27 learning. This is like perfect. By the way, what are you good at? You're good at nothing. So, what about my... Oh, he's even worse. I guess you're gonna be my diplomat. Probably not gonna be doing much diplomatic work, but still. And... there was a trade post finished in Thais, that's fine. By the way, could we actually place you as our court physician? Because with 27 learning, should be a pretty decent one. Yeah, we definitely can place you as our court rebbe and a physician right away. And you seem like a special spawn character, because you know you don't really get geniuses with such stats all that often. Also, you have Severian culture, so yeah, you East Slavic, so you like came from freaking Russia all the way. By the way, why are we losing money? What am I spending it on? I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, people keep closing themselves in their castles. Is this thing still spreading? Yeah, camp fever is mostly in our country now. Is it getting any of the places depopulated? Doesn't look like it. By the way, Aiden probably needs to get a hospital as well if it's now controlled by me. So it's gonna spend money on that. I think... oh yeah, I think I've been spending my money on like building these retinues. Also the reinforcement is a little bit costly. So after some time we're probably gonna start getting our income a little bit higher again. We could celebrate Passover. How much money is gonna require? Only 50 ducats. Yeah, sure. Let's go and do that. More than 2,000 years ago, God aided the children of Israel and escaped from slavery and blah blah blah. Yeah, everyone is welcome. Oh, why are so many people refusing? Is it because they're close in their castles? Yeah, it might not be wise to celebrate or to have any kind of celebration when it's like an epidemic going through my country, but that's fine. People like it. We improved relations with quite a few of them. Sure, why not? And we could shut the gates again. Why? I don't know. Doesn't really matters. Trade post is in Aden is finished. Could we actually upgrade it right away? We definitely can. Let's go and do that. The hospital is on its way. How's our money looking? 26 ducats per month. Yeah, that's fine. Seems reasonable. Fatimids, how are you doing? I hope you're gonna be falling apart now. Now that I have beaten your ass. The next problem is gonna be Seljuks, because now we've received a border with Seljuks, so at some point they actually might consider attacking me, which is gonna be problematic. And also I would need to fight Seljuks at one point, but let's hope it's not gonna come to that in the near future. Okay, so... unfortunately couldn't trade, so we couldn't really use this retinue for anything. Excuse me, right now. In here... oh yeah, we actually also have some kind of faction against us. Not really a huge one. We couldn't really take anyone in here because they're all Catholics. Which is bullshit. How's Holy Roman faction going, by the way? They had a independence war. And the revolt is actually still winning. Not majorly, but is winning, because if Holy Roman Empire were to like split in half, it might be somewhat profitable for me, even though I'm kind of far away from them, but more weaker people is always useful for me, because more opportunities for me to attack someone. So we're not going to be able to attack Fatimids for 10 years. What about Indian routes? I do have holy wars in here, but is it gonna be safe to attack Jain people or Hindu people in here? Probably not. Especially when all the other guys are Hindu and they're at peace. Who else we have somewhat nearby? I probably should like just go and fabricate a claim like... not Pisa, because they're probably... actually, they're not even that powerful. I don't know. I'm kind of lost. And we're getting another one daughter. I would prefer sons, but sure. Duke Theodorus of Afar has provided me with proof that Rebbe Gabra has been viciously slandering me. Yeah, whatever. I don't really know who the heck are you. My court physician is worried about my newborn daughter. Yeah, try to treat her. Also, you've got yourself dysentery. You're freaking court Rebbe. How did you let yourself got such an easy goddamn sickness? And we received a double kinsman. That's great. Some more people for possible inheritance. How's this guy's cultures doing? You're Ashkenazi and this one still haven't converted. But I think his educator is working on that. And for now it's actually already time for me to have a break, guys. By the way, how much money is this thing making? It's already making 60 ducats. As much as it's been making, and it's still not fully recovered. So I think we're gonna be profiting more from this province than we had from Asap. And yeah, the amount of levy is already higher than from Asap. So that's really great. How much we actually could raise right now? Up to 9,000, 9,200 even. That's great. So yeah, if you enjoyed watching this, you could leave a like if you want to see more, subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, definitely do it, and I would answer as soon as I could. See you later, guys. Bye bye.